Adobe just proved that the most valuable AI isn't the one making headlines, it's the one that solves real problems for actual people. The company released an experimental camera app packed with AI tools that do something radical, bring professional editing capabilities directly into the app you shoot with. This isn't a concept or a demo. This exists right now, people are testing it, and it's reshaping what a camera app can be. Here's what they built into this thing. Real-time lighting correction that fixes harsh shadows as you're composing the shot. Intelligent object removal that lets you wipe out distracting backgrounds before you even hit record. Automatic color grading powered by AI that's learned from millions of professional photos. Composition assistance that suggests better framing in real time while you're looking through the viewfinder. For decades, doing this stuff required Photoshop, years of training, and thousands of dollars in software. Adobe's saying, what if your phone handles all of it? What if the device in your pocket becomes a professional studio? The brilliant part is how practical this actually is. Professional photographers have been asking for this for years, the ability to fix shots in camera instead of spending hours in post-production later. Adobe's not building this for fun. Every single feature solves a real problem. And here's where it gets interesting. This move signals something much bigger happening in how creative software gets built. To understand why Adobe's making this move, you need to rewind a decade. Photoshop launched in 1990, and for 30 years it owned the creative software market because it was the only tool that could do the job. Yes, it cost hundreds of dollars. Yes, it had a learning curve that made most people's heads hurt. But if you wanted professional results, Photoshop was the only path. Then smartphones arrived and changed everything. By 2020, more photos were taken on mobile devices than anywhere else. More people carried a camera in their pocket than owned a dedicated camera. The problem, the software hadn't caught up. Camera apps were basic. Editing apps were separate. Professional features were still stuck on desktops. Adobe watched this change for years. They built mobile versions of Photoshop, Lightroom, and other tools. They made subscription plans cheaper, but they kept selling the same desktop-first mindset in mobile form. Now they're asking a different question. What if we stop treating mobile as a junior version of desktop? What if we build from scratch, knowing people shoot, edit, and share everything on their phones? What if AI does the heavy lifting instead of forcing users to memorize Photoshop techniques? It's a strategy change because the market demanded it. Most people aren't professionals. They just want their photos to look good without spending 3 hours in software they don't understand. Adobe's gamble is that AI solves that problem and that the phone is where it happens. Here's how the AI actually works, and it's way more sophisticated than most people think. The app runs computer vision models directly on your phone, not in the cloud. That means zero lag, zero privacy concerns about sending your photos to Adobe's servers, and it works even when you're offline. When you open the camera, AI is constantly analyzing the scene in real time. It's measuring light levels, detecting faces, identifying edges, mapping out depth. All of this happens in the background while you're just trying to take a photo. The moment you tap the shutter, the AI has already identified problems and suggested fixes. Lighting correction works by detecting shadows and bright spots, then using learned patterns to brighten shadows and recover detail in highlights. It's not just a simple gamma curve. It's AI that studied thousands of professional photos and learned how real photographers fix these problems. The result looks natural, not overprocessed. Object removal uses what's called a diffusion model. Basically, the AI looks at the object you want gone, studies the surrounding pixels, and intelligently fills the gap with what it predicts should be there based on the background. It's not perfect, but it's good enough that casual shots become shareable in seconds instead of requiring a Photoshop session. Color grading learns from your own editing history. If you always push shadows toward blue and lift highlights toward gold, the AI notices this pattern and applies it to new shots automatically. Let me show you what this looks like in practice, because that's where the practical genius of this app shows up. Imagine you're shooting outdoors at golden hour, but there's a photo bomber or a random tourist in your frame. You tap the object removal tool, draw around them, and they vanish. 3 seconds, no Photoshop, no desktop software, done. Or you're shooting indoors under harsh fluorescent lights. Your subject looks yellow and washed out. You'd normally shoot and fix this in post-production. With this app, you see the AI correction in real time through the viewfinder. You compose knowing the final image will have professional lighting. No color grading session needed later. Composition assistance is even simpler. As you move your phone around, the app suggests framing. Maybe it highlights that there's a distracting element in the corner, or it spots a leading line you hadn't noticed. It's like having a photography mentor in your pocket suggesting adjustments in real time. For creators shooting content for social media, this is transformative. Usually you shoot 100 photos, pick the best 30, spend an hour editing them, then post 5. With AI handling the heavy lifting, your first shot might already be usable. Your keeper rate goes up. Your workflow gets faster. Professional photographers see a different benefit. Faster turnaround on client work. You're not sitting at a desktop for hours doing tedious corrections. There are hundreds of camera apps on your phone right now. Google's built computational photography into Pixel phones. Samsung's got their own AI imaging stack. Apple's camera app gets smarter every iOS update. So what makes Adobe's approach different? Those other tools are baked into the operating system. You can't control them granularly. You can't tweak the parameters. They work or they don't, and you live with the results. Adobe's app gives you choice. You can enable or disable each feature. You can adjust how aggressively the object removal works. You can see real-time previews before committing. There's also Lightroom Mobile and Photoshop Express, which Adobe already sells, but those are edit after you shoot apps. You take the photo first, then fix it. This experimental app flips the workflow. You fix while you're shooting. That's genuinely new. The professional tier comparison is trickier. Photographers spending serious money use actual Photoshop on a desktop, maybe paired with Lightroom for organization. Adobe's not trying to replace that workflow. This app is aimed at the 80% of people who take photos but don't consider themselves photographers. It's aimed at content creators who need fast, good enough results. It's aimed at removing the friction between wanting a good photo and getting one. Google and Samsung have been moving this direction too. But they are doing it quietly inside their own phones, tied to their ecosystems. Here's what's actually happening beneath the surface, and it's bigger than one camera app. For 30 years, professional tools meant expensive software on powerful computers. Photoshop cost hundreds, Lightroom cost money, Final Cut Pro or Premiere cost thousands. That created a barrier to entry. You had to commit financially to become a professional. Then subscription models happened. Rent software monthly. That lowered the barrier, but it also meant ongoing costs. You had to stay subscribed to stay current. That's still a barrier for someone in a developing country, someone starting out, someone just trying to earn a living. AI changes that equation completely. Suddenly, a free app on your phone can do things that required expensive training, expensive software, and expensive hardware just 5 years ago. The barrier to entry doesn't just get lower, it collapses. That's terrifying for the incumbents and liberating for everyone else. A photographer in a small town in any country can now produce professional results without flying to a major city for training or dropping thousands on equipment. A teenager interested in content creation doesn't need to learn Photoshop. They need to learn composition and storytelling. The software handles the technical part. For Adobe specifically, this is a survival move. Cloud-based tools and subscription models aren't threatened by this app. But the entire desktop software as gatekeeper model is. Adobe's recognizing that and pivoting before they are forced to. Right now, this is still experimental. It's not available on the main app store for everyone. Adobe released it through test flight on iOS and through some Android beta programs, meaning you can join the testing if you want to try it. That could change. They might roll it into the main camera app or integrate it into Lightroom or keep it as a separate experimental tool. If you want to try it, search for Adobe's experimental camera app on the platform you use. You'll probably need an Adobe account, which is free. Some features might require a subscription to Adobe's Creative Cloud, but many of the AI tools are free at the beta stage. That could change when it launches officially. When you open the app, the interface is simple. Point your phone at something. The AI starts working in the background. You'll see indicators showing what the app is detecting, lighting issues, composition suggestions, objects it could remove. You adjust settings if you want to, or you just tap the shutter and let the AI handle it. Each photo takes slightly longer to process than a normal phone camera because the AI is running, but we are talking maybe 1 or 2 seconds of processing. By the time you see the result, you've already tapped to the next shot. It feels seamless. Here's the core change that matters. The next wave of photography isn't about better cameras or bigger sensors. It's about smarter software in the devices you already carry. Adobe's experimental camera app is a signal that this moment is here. In 5 years, every smartphone camera is going to have AI assistance built in. Professional results won't require professional training or professional equipment. Anyone with a phone will be able to shoot content that looks polished and intentional. For professionals, that raises the bar. Technical excellence becomes table stakes. What separates the good photographers from the great ones won't be who knows Photoshop best, it'll be who has the best eye for composition, the best understanding of light, the best ability to tell a story with images. The software will handle everything else. For casual users, this is liberation. You can take photos without thinking about aperture, shutter speed, or white balance. You can shoot knowing that AI will make your work look professional. That means more people will create more photos, which means content creation becomes more democratic. Adobe's betting that whoever makes this transition smoothly wins the next phase. They're moving fast because they know every other software company on Earth is thinking the same thing. If you're someone who shoots photos regularly, keep an eye on this app as it evolves. If you're interested in photography but intimidated by the technical side, this is permission to start.